Hey guys, I want to share with you 3 ways to avoid the trap of detailing but not making enough money and having to fold your business long term. What's going on, guys? Luke here with Wilson Auto Detailing. Listen, I've spent the last 10 years learning how to build a detailing business the right way, but especially the wrong way, because I did it that way for such a long time. So let's go ahead and jump into point number 1 that you should avoid as you're starting your detailing business. The first mistake most detailers make is optimizing for nasty cars that take a long time to detail. Most auto detailers in the beginning stages of their businesses are always saying yes because they're afraid to say no because they're not having enough customers come into their business in the first place. And so they're spending 6 to 8 hours a day detailing 1, maybe 2 cars, and they're only making a very modest amount of money because those types of customers don't want to pay big bucks to actually get the detail in the first place. And it turns into this vicious cycle of detailing long hours for a little money, capturing customers that aren't ever going to actually help scale your business in the first place. And this is actually what I call detailers no man's land. In World War I, no man's land was that place between Trench 1 and Trench 2 where everybody died, right? This is the area where detailers go to die. And one of the reasons why it's so easy to get sucked into this idea is because in the beginning stages of your business, you're starting from zero. So when you get some traction, no matter what kind of traction it is, you feel really good about that because you started from zero. It's a lot more than what you had before. The problem is detailers soon find out that it's not actually sustainable. Growth is not good if the growth cannot be sustained, and that's why we want you guys to build your detailing business in a way that can actually be repeated over and over again into the future. Now guys, before I get into the second grave mistake detailers make, if you're interested in getting my top 12 list of tools and products all available for under $500, it's a totally free resource I've created for you. It's called the Essential Detailing Toolbox. It's a free PDF below in the YouTube description box that lays all these products out for you because I was so confused when I started my detailing business and I wasted so much money on stuff that didn't work. I don't want you to have to do that. This is a free resource that's just gonna give the answers to you as to what you need and what you don't need. It also comes with a free video series to show you how to use these products and how not to use these products. It's available in the YouTube description box below. Grab that. Now let's get into point number 2. The second huge mistake detailers make is optimizing for one-time customers, meaning they have a lead come in, the lead turns into a customer, they do the detail, they get paid, and they never hear from that customer again. Unfortunately, no business is going to be able to survive if you're always dependent on new customers 100% of the time, indefinitely into the future. Detailers don't really understand how to capture customers' information, how to talk to them in a follow-up sequence, how to upsell them, how to incentivize them to continue to come back and create recurring revenue in their business, customers who pay you over and over again on a monthly basis. And the third biggest mistake that detailers make, and this is the one that I like to talk about most because it's just so common, detailers optimize for the wrong thing in their business. They buy a ton of product, they spend a ton of money, they get the new greatest tool, but they don't create a lead generator that actually brings in customers. The fundamental part of any detailing business is the health of the lead machine. How many leads come in? How many turn into customers? How much are you having to work to actually bring new customers into your business and turn one-time customers into repeat customers? If that machine is not yet built, then that is the most logical place to put money and time. And until that's built, the tools, the shiny object, the fancy equipment and chemicals is not the priority of the business. You've got to get the cash engine running before you can focus on this stuff. So what's the lowest barrier way that you can implement today to fix problem number 1, optimizing for nasty vehicles? Well, this bleeds into our problem number 2, but it's actually creating a healthy list of maintenance clients. Not only does a maintenance client create recurring revenue in your business that pays you over and over again, and I have many maintenance clients in my own business, that's why you always see me detailing cars that are really clean already, but it introduces you to an entire group of details that don't take time because they're already clean. The idea here is not to avoid disaster details at all costs. The idea is to avoid the disaster detail on a daily basis as the engine that runs your business. The disaster detail might be the first step in the door from the customer, but after that, it's all maintenance from there, and turning them into a maintenance customer, of course, is how we actually begin to build a detailing business that cleans, not only creating recurring revenue in our business, but creating a model where we're not actually spending a lot of time detailing in the first place. What's one of the easiest ways to fix the second problem, the detailer's lack of ability or know-how to collect information from a customer, follow up with them properly, and actually turn them into a maintenance client? The easiest thing we can do with a customer right now, if you have a detailing business that's already set up, even if you're getting 1 lead per week, is simply ask them for at least 2 forms of contactability, meaning you have their phone number if they're calling or texting you. Let's also capture structure their email. One of the things I always like to do with customers on the front end is to tell them I'm going to text them and email them after the detail is over, not only asking for a review, but also talking to them about a maintenance program we have, something that they might be interested in now, they might be interested in later, but I'd love to talk about it with them. Letting the customer know that you are going to be talking to them primes the pump for a follow-up sequence, and once that follow-up sequence is established, it can be done with a much higher response rate than just cold turkey reaching out to past customers hoping they respond. And now, what is the easiest way to solve problem number 3, optimizing for the right thing in your detailing business rather than the wrong thing? Pick a platform today that you want to optimize for. Something is better than nothing. Rather than just having a dead website out on the internet that nobody's finding, pick some sort of Facebook page, Google My Business page that you're going to start creating content for, bringing in reviews for, and optimizing so there is at least one page on the internet that is getting constant content and constant updates from you that's going to actually start to snowball and compound over time organically to bring people in. Shift the focus from spending money here to actually spending time here. There are so many free ways to do this. It doesn't even require a huge financial investment to make this what it needs to be so that you start experiencing the fruit of that labor. Guys, as crazy as it seems, if you implement these 3 simple solutions to these 3 common mistakes, you are already 100 miles ahead of most detailers who are starting out. And the best time to start implementing these strategies is today. Don't be somebody who looks back in 6 months and thinks, man, what would have happened now if I would have done that then? Remember, in the YouTube description box below, you will find my free essential detailing toolbox, the top 12 tools and products that you need to start your detailing business for under 500 bucks, totally free to you. Click that link, put in your email, we'll send it straight to your inbox, and we'd love for you guys to have that to get you started. And guys, if this video is valuable to you, make sure to link it up on some sort of social media page, hit the share button. Feel free to post this link wherever and with whoever that you'd like so that people can get access to this information. And as always, from Luke here at Wilson Auto Detailing, keep working hard, and I will see you guys in the next video.